It's fucking Horse.
She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want. She's just a girl.
This is so incredibly ass. Now I understand that Tank Girl was a hit cult classic comic, but this is pure shit. Why was it that in the early 90s we got all the shitty comic book movies? It's not like today where you're stoked for them. Back then they made you want to puke. Well, it's about time I get this fucking over with. This is Tank Girl.
That's me, the one in the mask. No, the other one in the mask. Today's my boyfriend's birthday, so I'm out shopping for that perfect gift. The power.
Great fucking way to start this movie. I'm sitting at the edge of my seat. Is that really what the director wanted to start this movie off with? Her shopping for her boyfriend in the middle of the desert? Well, the plot of our story is that there's this evil corporation called Water and Power. Basically, there's no more water left in the world, and anybody that has any basically is rich as hell. And our star villain, Malcolm McDowell, is the richest one of them all. Then there's Tank Girl, played by Lori Petty. Her character gets so annoying halfway through the movie because anybody that talks to her, she always has a smart-ass comment.
Don't say butt smear. It's not becoming. Say asshole or dickwad.
So her and her boyfriend are part of this rebel group against Water and Power. They all live inside this house together.
There it is.
Yeah, this house, the cartoon? Yeah, that's because they don't use fucking establishment shots in this movie. They use comic strips from the comic. Want to see what the bad guys are up to? Well, here's their building. Ah, there he is. Let's go back to Tank Girl. Oh, we gotta have a cartoon to show her where she is? Oh, there she is at Lookout. I understand that this was a creative decision, but it just makes the movie look cheap, like you didn't have enough money to film a house. Well, apparently she sucks at her job because the place gets raided while she's on lookout. Awesome! They end up burning everyone alive, including her boyfriend, and take her captive. So she becomes a slave at Water and Power. And remember when I was talking about how she has those really shitty lines in this movie?
Hey, what time is it? I don't want to miss Baywatch.
I honestly probably would have done the same thing if she said it to me. Okay, what? She just had a long day at work and she's showering with flour? What the fuck is this? Anyways, Water and Power's water refineries keep getting destroyed by these mutants called Reapers. Malcolm McDowell's character decides he's gonna break Tank Girl so he can use her for a secret weapon against the Reapers. But before she can do anything, the Reapers show up and start tearing the place apart. Which gives Tank Girl and random friend, played by Naomi Watts, the perfect opportunity to escape.
Look, no hands!
This is the escape sequence. I mean, I don't even know what the fucking point of this is. You know what this fucking reminds me of? And we all don't need to go down that road again. So Malcolm McDowell's body is destroyed from the attack, and so he decides to get cybernetic surgery. It's pretty much plastic surgery, but makes you a robot. So this other scientist thinks it's a bad idea, and they use their secret weapon on them. This dagger-like thing that sucks all the water out of you. Fucking garbage. Back with Tank Girl, they show these comic strips using a montage to show that they have souped up the tank and this plane they got somehow. My problem really is that the tank is so ridiculous looking. To me, it just looks like the tank is trying too hard to be cool. It's kind of weird the thing to say. Well, Tank Girl and her friend break into this weird brothel so they can rescue their little friend from before. Shit here then gets a little weird.
Don't you have the guts? Penguins and fluff on the run. Do it.
Out of complete nowhere, this movie gets a musical number. This isn't a movie that should have any fucking music in it! Well, the place gets raided by Water and Power, and their little plan to save their friend absolutely fucking fails, and they take her hostage.
Your friends will be along shortly to save you, my little princess.
Nice weapon, asshole! That's what you got that surgery for? So they decide to save their little friend. They're gonna need help from the Reapers. All they have to do is find them.
Rebecca, we've been combing the desert.
And wait a minute, what the fuck? Is that tank driving itself? Why is the tank driving itself? So out in the desert, they accidentally fall into these quicksand pits, which leads to the Reaper's lair. And what are the Reapers? What are these all-powerful beings that everyone is afraid of?
My ass. That's exactly what they want us to think.
Mutant kangaroos! What the fuck is this? Okay, so we've gone from this to this to this.
What if Booger? Huh? Why don't you make yourself useful and go and choke on something?
It doesn't really make any sense, but you can make sense out of the nonsense. Kinda. So the Reapers decide that they're gonna help Tank Girl take down Water and Power once and for all and save their little friend. But before they do, there's one last thing. I'm sorry, I just can't get over how many fucked up random moments are in this movie. So they come up with a plan to attack Water and Power from the inside, and Tank Girl's off. First of all, way to be stealthy in your stealth mission. Second, the tank again is driving itself. Well, they infiltrate Water and Power, and it comes down to the final confrontation between Malcolm McDowell and Tank Girl.
What, again? Piece of shit.
They have just a stupid fight that has these comic strip portions come into it to show the action. It's just stupid, but it all comes down to the tank.
What's the matter with you? Finish him!
Okay, you saw that, right? So the tank was fucking alive this whole time. When the hell did that happen? How did that happen? It just happens. So basically, she fills the tank with beer cans, which fires at this bucket of water that pours on him and he electrocutes to death. That is horse. So Water and Power gets destroyed. They end up saving the little girl. And then literally, this is the last shot of the movie.
Yes! What do you say we blow this joint?
I guess the director said, fuck it. Let's have a cartoon at the end instead of, I don't know, wrapping it up. Speaking of which, I think I should wrap up this shit. Well, it's a depressing piece of shit. The heroine is super annoying. The villain is just super lame. Random shit in this movie happens way too often with no explanation whatsoever. And then the action sequences, well, they're fucked. I mean, the tank was alive the whole time? Why didn't you explain that ever? This one was a really hard one to get through. I mean, when it all breaks down to it, it's a pretty boring movie. Well, I give it one annoying chick in a steel tube. Stay tuned next time for... Don't forget to like us at Facebook/NeckbeardReviews, and please click below to subscribe.